The idea here came to me by looking at Mount Hamilton at sunrise and how the mountain was very faded out because of the sun, but all of the trees were very stark and dark in silhouette against it, and I wanted to play with that contrast of light and dark. One thing that I've definitely started to appreciate is the ability in layers to be able to move things around, retouch the background, which I haven't traditionally been able to do with regular oil paints. For example, coming back to it, I realized I didn't like the chunky look of the clouds, so I was able to go back in and soften them. Trees are still giving me a bit of a problem because I can't quite emulate that fan brush technique where I can just apply more pressure and get the brush to bend. So I've been looking for different ways to sort of use rakes and brushes to emulate that, but it's a work in progress. And so again, the benefit of layers is now that I can kind of drop that out, touch up those background sketches of trees, give them a little bit more detail, which is much more difficult to do with traditional painting. So I'm really kind of liking that. So as I was continuing to play around with that, I came back and I thought I had this contrast of light to dark, and maybe throwing in like some aspen or birch-like trees might give it another layer of light to play off against. Balance the composition, maybe I'll throw in something over here like a rock, which turns out to be far more easily said than done, but in the end you just throw some more plants in front of it and it covers up all mistakes. So then as final touches, my aspen trees were looking lonely, so let's give them some more friends. Try to balance it with a dead one on the other side. That was interesting. And finally, Will noticed a shape in the background that he thought looked like a cabin, so we'll finish with that.